Hey, this is Clint from CT Mad Mods, and this week I'm going to rebuild the front end, put an E-locker in my front end, and maybe even put a fuel tank in it. Let's go. That's right, I need to rebuild my front end. When I bought this thing a few years ago, I rebuilt the front end, the first thing that I ever did to it. Right now it's got a lunchbox locker in it, and I bought a TRE E-locker for the front end. I've already got one on the rear end. This is the TRE E-locker for the front end on a Samurai with 26 spline side gears and a 10-bolt ring gear. I've also got a full rebuild kit for the front end. I got some brand new hubs. And surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Got a fuel tank. That's the 15-gallon fuel tank from Petrol Works. Picked it up from Myron at Zook's Off-Road. I'm gonna do as much as I can. I don't know if I'm gonna get that fuel tank installed, but we're gonna try. I only got a couple of hours. Let's get this thing ripped apart. All right, I'm gonna get it up on the lift. We're gonna get that front end ripped apart. So show y'all this. I got this diff armor from Low Range Off-Road, and I'm gonna weld that on the front end. So paint the back of this thing real quick. All right, the inside of that's painted. It's a little Rust-Oleum. Got my wheels and tires off the front. Start ripping this front end apart. I know this looks bad, but this is RCV moly grease. Looks kind of nasty, but I'm draining the oil out of the front diff. And then while I got this front diff apart to put the locker in it, I'm gonna beat out these dents that's in here. I'm gonna weld that diff guard on there. So, whoa. There we go. A lot of you might be wondering about these RCV axles that I installed a year ago. And I've got, I don't know, several thousand miles on them. I mean, they essentially look brand new. This is mostly just grease on them, but looks like they've been holding up to me. I just cleaned them out real good and threw them in the parts washer and just checking everything out. And man, can't even tell anything's wrong with them. So I need to install the locker in this third member. I went ahead and I had a dent in the front of my front pumpkin, and I beat it out and I welded this bash guard on. I've got that truss there, and I got the knuckleball gussets all welded in too. And I just spray painted this thing. It looks rough just because it was beat up from whipping brush and stuff like that. But got all of my knuckleballs cleaned up. I'm gonna start putting bearings in this thing. Cleaned everything up. So we're about to install that E-locker and put her all back together. All right, so I'm installing TRE. I got it in there in the front diff, and I'm about to test it and make sure that the locker is engaging. One of them's negative, one of them's positive. Probably the black's hot. How about no? It ain't doing nothing. Still ain't doing nothing. This battery's super dead, but whenever you turn it, you can see it, engage and disengage. So I just cut myself on that pinion. But anyways, you can see it engage and disengage, so we're gonna call it good. Todd J!
What's the haps?
What's the haps and the craps? Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. I just called in a friend. I said, hey, Todd J, come over here and look at my locker and make sure I did this right.
Check this bad chicken out.
Tire. All right, we're getting this thing put together. Got to put this little fitting in there. The thread pitch is M12 by 1.5. I don't know if you can see that. M12 about 1.5, but that's the thread pitch for that little CGB cord grip. I got Todd setting the dial gauge thing, the mag base.
Fancy.
Got it off Amazon for like 40 bucks.
Really nice.
And they give you this connector. You saw it whenever I did my rear. You push those little ends through here and then snap that little red tubey-doo, and you got yourself a connector.
That's 7 right there. 8.
Ooh-wee.
Do that. 5, 1, 2, 1, 5, 6, 7. That's 7.5. That's, dude, you ain't gonna get it no better. That's money right there.
Word. Let's throw her in.
Yeah, 7.5. Like, beautiful.
All right, I got my third member in. Got my wiring ready to go. Snap my little plug together. We're gonna put this together tomorrow. It's starting to come back together. Kevin's ready to go home though, I can tell. All right, this is the next day. I got the locker installed last night. I'm starting to rebuild my knuckles. I've just found out that I got the cheap India bearing kit. I got it from Roadless Gear. I didn't know that it was the cheap one. Everything about it kind of sucked. I mean, it's not horrible, but I know I'll be replacing this kit, at least the knuckle kit, eventually, within a year or so. But I'm cleaning everything up. I'm painting everything as I'm putting it back together. And I've almost got it back together. I just have to put the spindles on, and I'm packing bearings and stuff like that. Y'all don't want to see that because I'm gonna be wearing gloves. I'm gonna be all greasy. So slap those suckers together. I just put my RCV axles in, and they take a special moly grease, and it's $54 per tube. I had to have 2 tubes to fill them knuckleballs up all the way. So got all that put together. Gotta slam some oil in it, and you can see I used all of that grease. I filled this thing up. It was 3 inches higher than that tub. All right, almost done. Slapping it together. Don't let YouTube fool you. I've been messing with this for like a week. I put an hour or whatever in each day and just kind of mess with it. I got everything back together, about to put that drive line on and hook up the wiring on this locker. All right, so can't really see it very well, but that wire comes out of there, and I just followed the brake line up. Let me show you. Down here, I just put a self-tapper screw with one of those doobie-doos and some zip ties. And I ran the wiring up into the frame. And I just went into this grommet right here. Got all kinds of stuff that needs to be cleaned up in here, but that's gonna do it for today. I'm gonna go inside the cab now, and there's the wiring harness. And I'm gonna go up underneath the dash and end up over there. I got a set of switches, so let's go. When I put my rear locker in, I went ahead and cut that hole, and I got another toggle switch. I need to go in and figure out how I wired it, because Steven Sherritt from Zookme YouTube channel was here whenever I did this, and he actually wired it. I wasn't even paying attention. I was doing all the mechanical side of it, so I need to figure out where what wires go where. There's probably a book or something that I can reference, and I'll get that harness all hooked up. All right, we're testing it out.
That's fully locked?
That's fully locked. We're good to go.
Hell yeah. Are you leaving this here over the weekend, or?
No, I'm driving it home right now. You about to lock up, right? 5 minutes?
I'm leaving.
An eternity later.
All right, we're out here at the Tracker Gang compound. I'm about to unload this pig, and we're gonna go out to Dozer Trail and go take a look, see how these lockers are working. Let's go. We're gonna go ahead and let some air out of them tires. We're up to like 12 PSI. I think 5 will do it. This is called Dozer Trail out of the Connect River Off-Road Park. And I'm not real sure why they call it Dozer Trail, but we're gonna see if we can't get stuck and get out with these lockers. Looks like it's been raining out here. All the water puddles are full. There's a bunch of bypasses on this part of the trail because there's a mud hole that people get stuck with big tires and big lifts. I've actually been stuck in it a few times. What I really like about selectable lockers is if I ever want to take a bypass trail, it's way easier whenever you unlock the lockers to steer this thing and get through these little trails like this. These are four-wheeler trails, side-by-side trails, but our Samurais fit in them. There's one of the bypasses because this is where it starts getting nasty. Put it in low gear, see what happens. Now I'm in two-wheel drive right now. I don't have my lockers engaged. Let's see how deep these are. Not super deep, but these ruts do get funky in here. This is usually full of water. Woo. Too easy. Let's see how deep it is. Not even that deep. Usually you diff out and then start spinning. I've been stuck in this part before. Looks like a shark or something is coming. Anyways, let's go to the next part down there. I'm still in two-wheel drive, or Ronan is. And of course, you know, I got some help. I know there's a pretty big hole up here though. We're gonna see if we get stuck in that one. A big hole right there, but normally this is full of water. You can see everybody bypassing going around this spot right here. Yeah, not too bad. I'm in full drive, but I don't have my lockers on. Oh, I can feel it sinking. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm getting stuck. All right, so let's put on some lockers. I got a rear and a front. My wife just slapped me.
There's a mosquito.
We're in full drive, 2 low, or 4 low rather, and I'm actually stuck. So this is the hole that everybody gets stuck in. Let's see, we put it in full drive. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're moving again. I'm sitting sideways. I'm holding the camera flat so you can see my hood's sticking up. Buddy, these TRE E-lockers are the business. Yeah, like cakewalk, like nothing. I know that wasn't a super horrible mud pit, but normally we get stuck in that big time. Lockers work great though. I started getting stuck and just flipped the lockers on and it walked right out like nothing. So I really like my TRE lockers. Let's see what else we can get into. That's a little baby bunny.
Can we get it?
We're getting some water.
No, see.
This is another mud hole that usually lots of people get stuck in. See if we get stuck in here. Too easy. I mean, it's pretty deep, but evidently the mud is not very deep. I don't know if I'll be able to go up this without a locker though. Yeah, I'm on Dozer Trail. Okay, I'm just about to wrap it up and head back that way if you want to just wait for me. See you soon. Uh-oh, somebody must have got swamped. Looks like somebody just got swamped. That's the glacier way over there. It's like 20 miles away. Yeehaw. The whole glacier tour going right there. It's probably Dan Wilcox. We're gonna run over to the dunes real quick. See if we can't get this thing to climb a little bit in that sand, and then we're gonna head back to the house. All right, this is pretty steep. I'm in 4 low, 2nd gear, and got my lockers off. And it climbs right up, but you know, it's a Samurai. It's pretty doggone steep. steep. Let me see if I can get stuck right here. Turn around. Yeah, it's super steep. I mean, I know the camera doesn't do that any justice, but it's almost a straight up little wall. All right, so I'm stuck. I'm gonna put both of my lockers on, front and rear, and let's see if I can get out of this hole that I'm in.
You want to do it again?
Go potty. Go do something.
Ronan.
Yeah, get it.
Hi.
All right, if you watched my video to the end, I appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what I did wrong. Thanks TRE for these e-lockers. Thanks Casey Morrison and Andrew Hall from Zooks of Hazard for sending them out to me. And thanks for watching my video.